Hear me. Okay. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me, please. If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat. One, two, one, two. Okay, thank you, thank you. So that y'all can hear me this time. Anybody coming in, put a one in the chat, please. Put a one in the chat. It's your boy Eben Hollywood. We got breaking news. We got two things going on right now. That is big news. The first thing is Rob Reiner, actor, director, was found dead today in his home. And him and his wife, Michelle, found dead in the LA home with knife wounds. And people are reporting that it is his son that is responsible, right? Passionate advocate for dedicating his life to peace and justice. Um, was found dead, and they're saying that it was his son who unalived him and his wife. Now, People Magazine is reporting this. Now, people saying we don't know if he's dead or not. We ask that to show compassion. You may not have seen eye to eye with him, but no one deserves to be murdered. And this is the thing that I was talking about the other day with social media, man. A lot of people are saying that people are on social media going in, leaving nasty, negative thing. Now, I didn't really know too much about Rob Reiner, right? I didn't really know too much about Rob Reiner, but as far as his personal life, I just know that he was a talented actor. And if anybody, let me tell you something right now. I just came on here to give breaking news. If anybody comes in here trolling, I'm gonna get you up out of here quick. I ain't in the mood for you tonight. All right. So, is that your real? If you come in here doing stupid stuff and saying stupid stuff, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna get you out of here quick. So don't even waste your breath. Don't even waste your breath. Is that your real hair? I'm obviously bald, idiot. So what are you talking about? So if you coming in here the playground, we trying to get the information about what happened to Rob Reiner. All right. So I'm gonna tell you if Reese, if you see anybody saying anything that has nothing to do with the live, get them up out of here. Don't even waste any time. Just get them up out of here quick. All right. So breaking news out of Hollywood: Rob Reiner, who was famous for his role in All in the Family as Mike, the son of Archie Bunker and Edith Bunker. He was also a very loving father and also a director, a very well known director. Now, the word out of Hollywood is that him and his wife was found with knife wounds in that they both are gone. Now we're gonna have to see if that is. I'm trying to get 100% confirmation, right? Let me try to go to TMZ. But for what I'm hearing, him and his wife were both killed. So Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle found dead at their LA home, and the wounds are consistent with knife wounds. Right? So let me see here. Let me get my glasses. So it says Rob Reiner, the legendary director, and his wife Michelle Singer Reiner have died. Timothy learned he was Jewish. It can be a hate crime. All right, he's Jewish. So as we told you, two dead bodies were found in Rob and Michelle's house Sunday afternoon. Law enforcement's sources tell us that it is the Reiners. All right. Now, our sources say the two suffered lacerations consistent with a knife. LAPD's robbery homicide division is still investigating. Dispatch audio captures a firefighter calling for backup to the Brentwood mansion around 3:30 p.m., though it doesn't provide any further information about the circumstance. Wow. Now, from what I've seen on People magazine, they're saying that there's a rumor going out that it is the son. The son has dealt with drug issues, and mental health issues. So, as of right now, they're saying that the word out is that it is allegedly being reported that it was their son. Wow. He directed movies like Harry Met Sally. He directed Misery, um, A Few Good Men. So he's a very well-known director in Hollywood. All right. Anyone can defeat the incumbent. He was riding with anyone who could defeat then incumbent President Trump. So I guess Rob Reiner, the reason why people are going against him is I'm going to assume. Get back to work, Mount Walsh, get back to work. Brentwood, where Nicole Simpson lived, and unalive. Correct. These adult children taking their parents out during the holiday season. Yes, this is sacrifice season. This is sacrifice season, y'all. It's around this time. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like the stream and share the stream to get it out there. Everybody make sure you hit the like button coming through the door. That's the thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. Hit the thumbs up coming through the door to push this through the algorithm. Rob Reiner has been found dead. Him and his wife Michelle, and a lot of people are saying that it is his son, um, Nick Reiner. Nick. He had Jake, Nick, and Romy, and he also had a daughter Tracy from his first marriage, which was the mother of that is Penny Marshall, so who also passed away in 2023 or maybe earlier than that. But add a Q ain't took a plot twist and completely blew your mind. I think he was murdered. I believe he definitely was murdered. Like, move this out the way. We want to do that right now. Says drag here to end. What's up? What's up, sexy sixty? So yeah, so from what we're saying, what's up? What's up, Kenneth? From what we're seeing, it was his son. Now, most people remember him from All in the Family. Now, a lot of people are saying, that there are negative responses to him on Twitter. I was thinking that it's because he was a Trump supporter, but I guess he was against Trump. Is that the reason why there are so many negative uh responses to him because he wasn't a Trump supporter? I was thinking maybe he was a Trump supporter. That's why there was so many negative comments. But I guess he wasn't a Trump supporter. And this is the reason why I have to get off of Twitter. It's too toxic. It's just too negative. And somebody who dies, regardless of the whether you disagree with him, whether you didn't see eye to eye with him, you shouldn't be coming on social media saying negative things. These people got children that could see what you guys are saying about their parents. I mean, I don't understand people today. I don't understand people today. If you didn't see eye to eye with him, you don't know him, right? You don't know him, so it's not like, you're saying negative things about somebody that you know. You don't know this guy. You only judge him by what you see on TV or something he may have said or whatever, but you don't know who this guy is. So if he passed away, if you don't like him, just don't say anything. Why would you insult somebody who just passed away? It's like, I don't understand people today. But in case you're just joining us, Rob Reiner, who was famous for All in the Family, he played Mike, the son of Archie and Enid Bunker. He's also a famous director, directed When Harry Met Sally, Spinal Tap, Few Good Men. He directed a lot of movies, a lot of memorable movies. He was found dead. Him and his wife, they said stab wounds are very consistent with that of a knife. And as of right now, they're looking at the son as the assailant, right? Archie Bunker used to refer to him as a meathead. Well, he wasn't sorry. He wasn't Edith and Archie's son. He was son-in-law. So their who was their what was their daughter's name? Carol? What was the daughter's name on Archie Bunker? The daughter that was married to Mike. Well, he played the boyfriend at first. Then they got married. Yeah, Sally Struthers. Who did Sally Struthers play? Was her name Carol? Like no, Carol. That's Carol Brady. What was her name on the on All in the Family? The daughter's name. You didn't watch the show? Gloria, thank you. Gloria Bunker. Gloria. Edith. Gloria. Thank you guys. Um so this is shocking news for him and the wife to be found. This comes just less than a year after who was the actor and his wife that was found in the house, and they were looked like they were tied up. And who was it about 6 months ago, or maybe a little more, close to a year ago? What actor was that? The older actor that got found, him and his wife were both found dead and looked like they were tied up together or something. Gene Hackman, thank you. Gene Hackman and his wife was found dead together, probably close to a year. Like around this time, man, is when all these sacrifices start coming. Alleged sacrifices. Because it was around the same time last year, I believe, that this happened to Gene Hackman. Him and his wife were both found. During the sacrifice season, they try to get couples. That's just the way it is. Try to get couples. Yes, the Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the Family, Nola. Yes, absolutely. Sacrifice season. Yes. Yes, Mr. Tenball. In Hollywood, they have what we call, something known as there's four different seasons, just like how there's four different seasons of winter, summer, spring, and fall. They have a winter solstice, a fall or autumn solstice, summer solstice, and spring solstice, where every single time during one time during all those seasons, a lot of people in Hollywood all of a sudden turn up dead. So the old rumor is that that is a part of Hollywood, a dark part of Hollywood, to move on or to move somebody else in a certain slot. You have to take out certain people, right? And that's what they say. That's just what they say. The dark talk, you know, of Hollywood. And it always seems to happen in pair of threes. So this is two right here, and you could be expecting another one. Within 2 weeks or so, you're gonna hear about another Hollywood death. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I'll give it 2 weeks. It's gonna be another pretty big name that's going to turn up dead. This is sacrifice season. You know. So we're gonna see, man. Hope last time it happened, if y'all remember, I called it. I said I went on the website. I went on G's website, and she said there's going to be 3 deaths this week. If y'all remember, if y'all follow her website, which is not in case you didn't know now. I forgot what it's called now. Behind the Industry. When that person died, she said there's going to be 3 deaths within a week, and there was 3 deaths within a week. And then before that, she said 3 athletes are going to die this month, and 3 athletes. That I remember 3 athletes that month, not just regular celebrities. She said 3 athletes are gonna die this month, and 3 athletes damn sure died. It was like a year ago when she said it. So if it's a coincidence, it's very coincidental that it always seems to happen, right? Dark things going on. Shout out to and prayers up to Rob Reiner's family. You know, so far the son, nobody's been arrested for it. I'm hoping and praying it wasn't the son, but a lot of people are saying it was the son. And again, when it comes to these dark theories, I'm not telling you to believe it. I'm not going to sit and argue with nobody. You know, you can believe it if you want. I really don't care, and I don't care if you do believe it. That's on you. I'm just telling you. There's a business had been in for 22 years. So I'm just telling you what they say. I'm not telling you it's true, but I'm telling you what people in Hollywood believe is true. They believe there is a sacrifice system wherein there's two types of sacrifice, a blood sacrifice and then an industry sacrifice. A lot of people believe that, you know, that's a way that they end up holding people to their word, or if they want to move somebody out that they feel as though their time is up, they do it. Now, again, you are entitled to believe what you want. I am not in the business of convincing anybody. That's not my thing. So believe it or don't believe it. It's up to you. Y'all make sure y'all share this live, please. Um, who said three people died? That was the girl from that used to be a publicist. Her website is behindtheindustry.blog. And she said that time when during the time with Gene Hackman, she said there was going to be 3 deaths in a week. There was. And then the last time, I believe it was when the athlete, the basketball player, and there was 2 other athletes. She called that. I think that was the time when Hulk Hogan passed. And she said there's going to be 2 more big deaths. And there was. Now, you can call it coincidence if you want. Maybe it is. But it just always seems to happen the way she says it's going to happen. You know? She also called that Betty White. And she called Betty White and Bob Barker. She said Bob Barker won't make it to 100. Betty White will. And I think Betty White made it to 100 for like 1 month. She said Betty White won't make it out of this year. And Betty White didn't. She did see her 100th birthday. But G from behind him, she said Betty White is not going to make it out of this year. And she didn't. She did turn 100, but then I think like a month or 2 later she passed away. You know? Take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. Believe it, don't believe it. Now, we're going to come back to Rob Reiner. Let's get what's going on with Nicki Minaj and Gavin Newsom. Let me look this up. So, the Nicki Minaj and Gavin Newsom stuff taking a wild turn because Nicki Minaj is taking on Gavin Newsom, but now she was on Twitter and she is begging and pleading with her fan base, the Barbs, to save her from this evil man. I'm going to assume she's talking about the governor, Gavin Newsom. But Nicki Minaj is begging her fans to say, please, please protect me from this evil man. Now, I don't know what Nicki Minaj thinks Barbs are gonna do online, and then unless they think they're gonna like rant them to death. So I really don't know how. I mean, don't. Isn't she now down with MAGA? Or haven't she been promoting Donald Trump? So ask Donald Trump to help you. Won't Donald Trump support you and help you? You've been promoting him over the last month or two. So you shouldn't need your fan base. You shouldn't need your fan base to support you. You got Donald Trump, right? Wow. So if y'all don't know, Nicki Minaj is going at Gavin Newsom, who's the governor of California. She's going at him about the trans stuff. Gavin Newsom is pro-trans. Nicki Minaj, who has a lot of fan base from the LGBTQ, but she doesn't seem to care. And Nicki Minaj knows. You see, Nicki Minaj knows that her fan base ain't gonna care. Her fan base is not gonna care. They don't care about nothing except what Nicki Minaj says. So if Nicki Minaj says gay people are an abomination to God, there's gonna be some gay people who's are fans of Nicki Minaj that still agree with her. Yeah, we are an abomination. There's gonna be fans that just because they want to agree with Nicki Minaj, they're gonna just go along with her and not say anything about transphobia or whatever the case may be. Right? Now, according to social media, I believe Kim Petra, I believe Kim Petra said something, right? Kim Petra said something, and now they're all coming after Kim Petra. Mm. So Nicki Minaj said, imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Ha ha ha. Not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. That who's the person Head was just talking about that predicted the death. Um, so Pink Libra, her name is Gina, and her website is behindtheindustry.blog. You can go on there and see all her predictions. You can go on there and say, when she talks about um celebrity deaths, she talks about them coming in three. She talks about the times that you're gonna see celebrity deaths, right? So, mm, the governor press office for California shades Nicki Minaj relationship with registered SO offender following rants and new tweets. So now, after Nicki Minaj came after Gavin Newsom goes and posts up, know your neighborhood and protect your community. California's Megan Law website makes it easy to access publicly available information about registered SOs. Ouch. Ouch. So Gavin Newsom's with the shits. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nikki is saying that Gavin Newsom didn't do anything about her house being swatted, right? He didn't do anything. Her house had been swatted 4 times and nothing has happened, right? But somebody brought up a tweet from August 23rd, 2023, where Nikki herself said Stephanie Bell. A warrant is in the system. Great detective work. So grateful. The DA filed one count for the swatting call and one for the false report to DCFS. So Nicki Minaj said here that Stephanie Bell was the cause and that they caught her. Now she's saying that they never did anything. Oh, nothing was ever done about her swatting, but she tweeted here on August 23rd that Stephanie Bell had got arrested. I don't know what Nikki wants Governor Newsom to do. Stop people from prank calling her house. I mean, he can't stop anyone from swatting her. He can't stop anyone from pranking her. So I don't really know what she expects him to do. Then she starts throwing out all these accusations. Well, her fans do. Oh yeah. Oh, that's why. Because you're affiliated with Rock Nation. I mean, everybody. She thinks everyone's affiliated with Rock Nation. Just because he said thank you to Jay Z for your work in prison reform, Jay Z did a good job in prison reform. I mean, so what's wrong with him saying thank you to Jay Z for your great work in prison reform? That doesn't mean that he's got ties to Rock Nation. He was just thanking Jay Z. I mean, man, oh man. The bars are going to lose their mind when she really go full Republican, but they are in the cult. So, oh well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, I still see them saying, "Oh, I'll never turn on Nicki Minaj. I don't care what she says about the LGBT." Cause so you're basically saying you don't care what she says about how you are. You're still going to rock with her, even if she talks about gays and lesbians and trans. I mean, all right. But then you can't be out there marching, talking about, oh, transphobia, homophobia, this, that, and the third. You know? Because if you basically don't care that she's alienating a lot of her fan base, I don't know whether it's half, I don't know what none of that, but a good portion of her fan base are gay. Right? So Kim Petras, who also did a feature with Nicki Minaj. She has now taken that feature down. The song was called Alone, and she took that feature down. Right? Wow. So now Gavin Newsom also put up somebody from Gavin Newsom's camp put allegedly stupid 304 and had a picture of Nicki's T-shirt that he got from Gag City Tour because this person obviously was a Nicki Minaj fan, and then he put in a picture as she should. Who wants to be aligned with someone who doesn't like you? Right. Then I think he put the picture on and called her the stupid 304, and that person is working or works with Gavin Newsom. So they're saying, oh, Gavin Newsom's calling a black woman. They going back to that black woman thing whenever it's convenient. Gavin Newsom's calling a black woman or 304, right? And I believe Kim Petra then, she Nicki Minaj with what she owes her bodyguard. You know? What's up? What's up, Cal's Transportation World? So I mean, this is a whole mess. So Nicki Minaj tweeted about him. Imagine running on wanting to see trans kids. Ha ha ha. Not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, happy kids. Gav out. Send in the next guy. I'm bored. And, so Nicki Minaj is feeling that since she has the backing of MAGA, you saw JD Vance tweet Nicki Minaj greater than Cardi B. You're seeing all these people getting involved that know nothing about the culture at all, but they just want to be involved, right? So Nicki Minaj is big. Everything is MAGA now. She's bigging up JD Vance and everything. It looks like Tyler, if this is true, it looks like Tyler reposted a post that said Nicki Minaj needs to retire. And it says Tyler reposted. Now, we don't know whether this is true or not. Maybe she'll come on later and say she was hacked. But somebody said, the culture, you need to take a break now. She did not. So people are saying that Tyler reposted that. This is wild. Oh man, love me if they knew the real me. It looks like the real HUD's finally being put. So, as we all know, honestly, I'm not a fan of Mr. Political Minaj. I'm just waiting her to drop the song or album already, and that's what I do. I'm into them as artists. I don't care about this political stuff. Ashanti, I could tell Ashanti that the one thing I can say about Ashanti, Ashanti she's very much open minded. She likes Nicki Minaj, but I could tell Ashanti's been getting real annoyed and real turned off over the past year with her antics, where she doesn't give her as much grace as she used to. And that's my whole thing about Nicki Minaj. I'm not concerned about politics. I'm not concerned about who she vote for. I could care less, right? Just like I don't care about you know who anyone else votes for. My whole thing is just keep it quiet. Just keep it quiet. You know, she's helped turn Twitter into a place that is pretty much you can't bear. It's non-bearable now. So many people don't even want to be on Twitter anymore. So many people can't even enjoy music anymore. Can't even enjoy music on social media. It's turned into, you know, just a nonstop hate cycle with all of the different women. But the strange thing is, it's not like that with the men. The men it's only Drake and Kendrick. The rest of them, you don't see the Usher fan base fighting with the Chris Brown fan base, right? It's really just Drake and Kendrick, are really the only male fan base that are fighting. With the females, it's the Beehive. It's Rihanna Navy. They don't like the Beehive. The Barbs don't like the Beehive. The Swifties don't like the Beehive and don't like Beyonce. Even when Taylor Swift has been letting it known that she loves Beyonce, the fan bases still won't give up. They are determined to put those two against each other. Right, feather to MAGA, right, exactly. And she's being used to help get votes of black women that might follow her, whether they're gay or not, because uh, Donald Trump knows in order for him to be successful this time around, he's going to need to pull some of the black women who did not vote for him. He's going to have to pull them in his direction so he can get them to vote for him. Because this time around, he's going to need a higher number than last time because of what everybody is seeing him do. They put him back in office, but now he's been very disappointing this time around. So he knows that he's going to need the black female vote this time around. You know, last time around, the black females did not vote for him at all. And he thinks, though, this time it's going to be even worse. So he's gonna use Nicki Minaj. You know, I don't know whether Nicki thinks that Trump is going to take out Rock Nation. Trump's not going to try to take down Rock Nation and Jay Z. Or did she forget that he just gave Desiree Perez a pardon? So maybe she should be mad at Donald Trump because the reason why she's running Rock Nation is because Donald Trump gave her a pardon. You know? And was able to wipe that charge off of her report. You know. So for everybody just joining, again, Rob Reiner was found dead. A lot of people are saying that it was possibly the son who has suffered with mental illness and suffered with drugs in the past. But they're saying that's who is responsible for this murder, for the murder of Rob Reiner. They're saying a lot of people are saying his son is responsible for the murder. Yep. Stabbed to death. Uncle Drew says stabbed to death. Right. You know, it seems like the son who has had issues with drugs. Y'all make sure you hit the like button, come to the door, and share this stream. Push it out into the algorithm. Share the stream. I'll be doing a video shortly on Rob Reiner. Also, a video on this whole Nicki Minaj and Gavin Newsom thing. Gavin Newsom played his reply, a savage reply, played his part about Megan's Law, and now everybody's mad at him, saying, "Oh, that's unprofessional." This and another. Listen, Gavin Newsom is with the shit, so just let y'all know that he is definitely with the shits. Yeah, that's what they're saying, Couture. They're saying that it was his son. So it's been no official word, but I remember the son saying he had drug issues, and then I remember them not being as close to the son as they would be. And that's because the son, allegedly kept getting into trouble. So I'm sure if it comes out, if that did happen, it was probably some situation over money. where the son probably wanted money and he said, "Nope, I'm not going to give it to you." Right? That's what I'm believing. Hmm. Behind all in the family, him and his wife. And Pop Crazy said by their son Nick, and I said the son Nick would probably be the one. And here's a picture of them. They were found dead by their daughter Rami. She found them, and it's saying that the son Nick is the one who took them out. Dead bodies found in their home. Wow, knife wounds. Let me try to turn the camera around so y'all can see. Wait a minute. Y'all can see this dude. So right here, if y'all can see that, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer Reiner were killed by their son. So this is who's reporting it. Nick. Multiple sources confirmed to People Magazine. Now, People Magazine is a credible source, very credible source. Here's a picture of the guy. He don't look like he wrapped too tight. Just saying. So prayers go out. Nick is in custody apparently. Wow. Thank you for that, Nathan. Crazy. And then for the ones who did not see the Nicki Minaj and Gavin Newsom, this thing has taken on a life of its own. She praised JD Vance, divides fans after Trump support. You know, JD Vance has been caught for a lot of stuff. And then the Bobs are just blindly supporting and going what she said. I want y'all to see this clip from TikTok. Right? To come for Gavin Newsom. Here's a clip from TikTok. We'll take a look at some clips. Some of them are pro Nicki Minaj, some of them are pro um, Gavin Newsom. So take a look at this clip first. Nicki Minaj tried to come for Gavin Newsom on Twitter with a series of tweets that were really out of control. I'm not sure what's wrong with her, but she seems to be ending her own legacy while she's alive. But in true fashion, Gavin Newsom and his petty ass team have clapped back. Look at the song he used on his response to Nicki Minaj. Don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's law. I don't really know what y'all means, but I guarantee y'all know this story. Bitch, you a pussy. They'll figure to check me. Every bitch you get, bitch, your weak ass. Address me. For any of you not aware, Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion are not friends, and they had their own beef recently. So him deciding to use a Megan Thee Stallion song is him equally ignoring Nicki Minaj, but also being like, try again. In this life of mine, I aim to be as petty as 50 Cent and Gavin Newsom. Everybody always want to throw 50 Cent name in it. At least once in my life. Right? So, Hanu and Jay-Z and Desiree is now attacking Governor Gavin Newsom. So Gavin Newsom ignored Nicki Minaj calling for action at the state level against her home being swatted multiple times and guns being drawn in her toddler minor son's face, but instead chose to endorse a diss against her, and she called him out for being POS misogynist governor that he is. So, whew. So anyway, We're gonna do a live and cover all of this tomorrow. I just wanted to come on here and give y'all breaking news about Rob Reiner. Say a prayer for Rob Reiner and his family tonight. And we'll have full coverage video of this tomorrow. And some stuff on Nicki Minaj. That's a lie. She attacked him first. They're in a cult. And Nicki is the only smart in hip hop. She isn't political. And it shows. That's a lie. She attacked him first. Nicki Minaj is not supporting Gavin Newsom for presidency. Who is? If Nicki Minaj is not supporting God, I mean, I don't really know whether he's president, not president. I mean, it just doesn't matter to me, right? I don't know whether he's running for president. Really don't care. Make sure you hit the like button. Coming through the door, right? I don't know whether he's running, whether he's not running, but my whole thing is I gotta try to make it so it don't affect me no matter who is in office. Right? Right. Barbs and X bar going back and forth where it's a single album cover prepared press dates. Exactly. I mean, Nicki Minaj is obviously unhappy in her life, and what she needs to do is get rid of Kenneth Petty because he has brought a lot of turmoil and a lot of sadness to her life. Yes, I'm sure she loves him, and I'm sure at first he may have made her feel safe because he was bullying everybody around. But now that people aren't really scared of him anymore, it's like he's worthless. I mean, how many times can you come on and say you know the vibes and people get scared? They're no longer scared of Kenneth Petty. What's up? What's up? Hey, it's me. Um, yeah. So that's some of the tweets. Nicki Minaj is saying, "Hey, look, man. Like Nicki Minaj can vote for who she wants to vote for, and all of that. But you going up against a governor, I just don't think that's a smart move, right? I don't think that's a smart move. And I believe that yep, I believe that she is trying to use all of these stuff to promote the album because she wants to do huge numbers with this album. So she's using the promoter. You see, a lot of her songs are back on streaming, right? Pretty much her whole entire catalog is rising on iTunes. So she should be tweeting and concentrating about that more than trying to get at Gavin Newsom. Like, the problem is with people who are always playing is that they think everything else is playing. Everyone else playing too. I joke, I don't play. I don't know what that means. She says they're ready to make a career politician with everything to lose, throw it all away, just like they did to everyone else before him, just to go against me. I mean, I don't understand what she's talking about. What do you mean just to go against you? So you really think that this politician is so afraid of you for whatever reason? Wow. Well, no, hey, it's me. They're not going to do that because again, these people are and they're cult members, and they're pretty much going to do whatever she says and believe anything she says. Like if she started telling them, "Oh, drink my pee, it's good for you." Tell me, don't know how many of them bars will drink. Will be probably all of them. It's good for you. Don't worry about it. Craziness. Calling them scum. The post is not unavailable. I'm telling you, he's going to, especially if she goes and puts some AI post on him. I'm telling you, he's going to say something. Mm, mm, mm. Whew. All right, so we're gonna talk on this tomorrow. I'm starting to get sleepy. I just wanted to give you a breaking news. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner, and we're gonna talk about it tomorrow more if they come up with any more stories about the son. But as of right now, Rob Reiner and his wife were found dead, and they're questioning his son. So it's gonna be real interesting to see. But we'll check you on tomorrow. Make sure you'll go like, comment, subscribe, and push this video out.